There was a time when she made effort. She texted first. She asked questions. She remembered little details about your day. Sometimes it even felt like she was chasing you. And if you're honest, part of you enjoyed it. Not because of the attention, but because it felt effortless. The conversations flowed naturally. The interest felt genuine. The connection felt real. Then something changed. Not overnight. Not in one dramatic moment. Slowly. Almost invisibly. The messages became shorter. The enthusiasm faded. The effort disappeared. And before long, you found yourself doing something you never expected. Carrying the entire connection by yourself. Most men respond to this moment the wrong way. They text more. They try harder. They become more available. They convince themselves that if they just give a little more, things will go back to the way they were. But what if the reason she stopped chasing had nothing to do with her? What if it began with changes happening inside you? The first change is usually invisible. It begins the moment you stop enjoying the connection and start needing it. At first, the difference seems small. You check your phone more often. You wonder why she hasn't replied. You replay conversations in your head. You start looking for signs. Signs that she still likes you. Signs that nothing has changed. Signs that you're still important. Without realizing it, you stop seeking connection and start seeking reassurance. And that is where the problem begins. Because reassurance is never enough. The more you need it, the more you look for it. The more you look for it, the more dependent you become on receiving it. The Stoics understood something powerful. Anything that controls your peace controls you. And once your emotional balance depends on another person's attention, you begin changing your behavior. Your messages become more frequent. Your replies become faster. Your thoughts become occupied. Your focus begins to shift. And that leads to the second mistake. You slowly make her the center of your world. Most men don't notice when this happens, because it feels like love. It feels like commitment. It feels like caring. But there is a difference between caring about someone and building your entire emotional world around them. The goals that once mattered become less important. The hobbies that once excited you receive less attention. The routines that once kept you grounded slowly disappear. Without realizing it, your world becomes smaller, and hers becomes bigger. At first, this may seem harmless, but attraction rarely grows where individuality disappears. Think about the man she was originally drawn to. He had his own direction, his own ambitions, his own interests, his own life. Now imagine that man gradually abandoning those things, not for himself, but for her. The Stoics never believed that fulfillment could come from one person. They believed a strong life had many pillars: purpose, growth, discipline, character. Because when one pillar collapses, the others keep you standing. But when a man places all of his happiness on a single person, he becomes fragile. And fragility often leads to the next mistake. He stops growing. This is where many men misunderstand attraction. They think women are attracted to mystery. Not exactly. People are attracted to discovery. And discovery requires growth. Think about the most interesting people you have ever met. There is always something new about them. A new goal, a new challenge, a new perspective, a new chapter. Growth creates curiosity. Growth creates depth. Growth creates attraction. But when growth stops, curiosity often disappears with it. The conversations become predictable. The reactions become predictable. The routines become predictable. Nothing new emerges. Nothing evolves. Nothing surprises. And eventually, the excitement that once existed begins fading away. Not because anyone intended for it to happen, but because stagnation quietly replaced growth. And when a man senses that excitement fading, he often makes one final mistake. He becomes reactive. He notices a slower reply. His mood changes. He notices less enthusiasm. His confidence drops. He notices distance. He begins chasing harder. Every action becomes a reaction. Every thought becomes focused on her behavior. Every emotion becomes tied to what she does next. At that moment, he has surrendered something the Stoics valued above almost everything else: his inner stability. Because true strength is not remaining calm when everything goes your way. True strength is remaining calm when it doesn't. A Stoic man does not panic because someone pulls away. He does not beg for attention. He does not negotiate attraction. He does not abandon himself in an attempt to hold on to someone else. Instead, he returns to what he can control: his actions, his mindset, his discipline, his purpose. And that is the lesson most men learn too late. She stopped chasing you for a reason. But that reason may not be what you think. Sometimes the problem is not that she changed. Sometimes the problem is that you changed. You became more focused on being chosen than becoming someone worth choosing. You became more focused on keeping her attention than keeping your own direction. You became more focused on her approval than your own growth. The Stoics understood a truth that remains just as powerful today. The moment your happiness depends on another person's attention, you have already surrendered your freedom, and freedom is too valuable to trade for validation. So if someone pulls away, let them. Not because you do not care, but because your peace was never meant to depend on their presence. Continue growing. Continue building. Continue becoming. Because the strongest position a man can ever stand in is knowing that whether someone stays or leaves, he will still remain himself. And that is something no one can take away. Stay calm. Stay focused. Stay stoic.